Extra, extra, read all about it. Wanted, Jews are to report to concentration camps. Could you imagine being singled out for your race or religion? That's exactly the reality the Franks faced.
The U.S. entry into the war has changed the tide of the war, and they come to rescue us. Although I fear it may be too late, the Germans have been killing us for years, but not on such a scale as now. The Soviets continue to push in the east, and I fear that may be the ones who can rescue us, because of what they'll do after the leader Joseph Stalin is unconvinced.
Why are you so mad? Why is there so much anger inside of you? Are you mad because they don't believe in running the government like you do? Are you mad because they don't worship the same God? Does it make you mad enough to bomb buildings and kill thousands of innocent people? Children lose their parents every day because they are overseas, trying to protect freedoms and liberties. Doesn't that make your stomach turn? What if words could offer differing viewpoints without so much pain, violence, and death? Imagine kids laughing, smiling, and dancing together. Every night they come home to a family that loves them so much. People can walk outside without the fear of getting shot. Argument is natural. We wouldn't want to live in a world where everyone believed in the same things or liked the same stuff. Difference makes the world interesting and exciting. It helps us to grow, learn, and create new things. It is good to discuss differences and see other people's perspectives, even if their perspective doesn't change our core values. People should not fear differences. Just because another person thinks differently than you, it doesn't mean your opinion has any less value. Disagreement is good and natural, but the way we handle our conflicts should be done peacefully. What I hate is all of the violence and hatred. Anger that erupts over the most minor things seems so unproductive. What exactly are you proving by killing breathing human beings? In what ways does this help? All you're saying is that if someone doesn't do what you want them to do, you will continue to kill and destroy. And that's just sick. Humans who solve disagreements over violence aren't worried about making the world a better place, merely about just being right. If they can't convince you, they will kill you, so there is no one left to disagree with them. I think the world would be a better place if we could agree to disagree without violence.
She's right, you know. People are mad all the time over all kinds of things that don't really make sense. Why is everyone so angry all the time? Next time you're feeling angry, remember, you can make a change and choose to let it go and reset. Be calm, and eventually the anger will leave you. Be angry or forgive people. The choice is yours.
Sunday, March 12th, 1944. Dear Kitty, I can't seem to sit still lately. I run upstairs and down and back again. I love talking to Peter, but I'm always afraid of being a nuisance. He has told me a bit about the past, about his parents and about himself. It's not happy enough though, and I always ask myself why that is. He used to think I was unbearable. I returned the compliment, but now I've changed my opinion. Has he changed his too? I think so. Still, it doesn't necessarily mean that we shall become great friends. Although, as far as I'm concerned, it would make our time here much more bearable. But still, I won't get myself upset about it. I see quite a lot of him, and there's no need to make you unhappy about it too, Kitty. Just because I feel so much.
Society has crumbled, now withering and decaying. People are filled with confusion and dismay. So what is the point in saying what I have to say? Will you remember these words after today? Our worth has been questioned, our pride diminished, and what we once called humanity is totally finished. I've been told that I'm worthless, that I don't know my place, that I am nothing to this world but wasted space. Such hatred based on the pigment in our skin, terrorized and belittled for our ancestors' sin. Why must we be hated for what we cannot control? Those ignorant mindsets leave hearts to console. They cannot see the damage in what they do, thinking somehow they are better than you. As kids, they asked us what we wanted to be, but have stolen the future from you and from me. They destroy our dreams, enforcing depression, and medicate us based on unhealthy obsession. They destroy our dreams. We end up lost on the road to our dreams, and the sparkle in our eye no longer gleams. Now lost and confused, we plant hatred's seed, allowing tyranny and greed to unerringly succeed. As the seed blossoms, the havoc shall spread, pollinating negativity with an abundance of dread. Societal decline has put hopes out of range, and there will be no future if we do not change.
Sometimes not everybody's gonna like you. It could be because the way you look, the way you act, or the people you hang around. But some go about their dislikes more radically than others. And I have a personal experience with this. Last year, there was someone who didn't like me at all. In fact, they absolutely hated even the thought of me. I was fine with it until they took it too far. The words they said hurt me so deeply. And I don't even think they knew how bad it hurt. And if they did, they would just laugh in my face like it didn't matter. I was told to kill myself. And those two simple words made me believe that I shouldn't. They told me things that broke me down and hurt my feelings more than I ever could imagine. I was told things that were meant to hurt my feelings and make me feel terrible about myself. And let me tell you that it worked. I took them to heart when I shouldn't have. And I spent days, months, even to this day dwelling on it and letting every single insult sink in. But then I realized I shouldn't have let it affect me that way. People only want to get you down to make themselves feel more powerful or make you feel inferior. They tell you things about yourself that aren't even true, and yet you believe them anyway. Scars and wounds can heal, but you never forget words. Words cut deeper in your mind and in your soul, deeper than a double-edged sword ever can. People never forget when you hurt them like that. I'll never forget.
Marguerite Bulmer, born on New Year's Day of 1931, 84 years old. She became a Louisvillian at age 21 when she came to America in 1952. However, Marguerite spent the first 21 years of her life, her childhood, living in Berlin, Nazi headquarters. Though Mrs. Bulmer was not a Jewish child and did not directly suffer from the atrocities of the Holocaust, she witnessed it. That makes her truly a historical treasure. When I met with Ms. Bulmer this week, she shared these stories with me. And now she'd like to share them with you. She saw Hitler twice, almost touched him. Her mother-in-law's parents picked out
born in Berlin in 1931. And I lived there till 1952. So in other words, I lived there through the whole World War II. I had a girlfriend, she lived on the next corner there, and one of the days I saw her, and just before we were going to go into the butcher shop, And she said, well, you can talk to me. And of course, she had her arms across her chest. And I said, are you hiding something? And she said, well, I have to wear a star. And she let me look at it. And she said, and I cannot talk to you anymore. We cannot be friends anymore.
The Jews. And I did not speak out, because I am not a Jew. Then they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out, because I am not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I did not speak out, because I am not a trade unionist. Then they came for me. There was no one left to speak out for me.
The gas, the death. The taps they turn, the Jews they cry. The horror gets stronger and stronger. But it dies, as well as the Jews. They are dragged around into burning red flames, shot, if not already dead by the gas. The horrifying sight, the ruined future, the truth of evil. The epic battle between Jews and Nazis. I wonder how anyone could be so cruel to innocent children, elders. All Jews, thousands of them, were cruelly slaughtered, beginning with one man disliking Jews.